Hello everyone, welcome to Planning with Ida. If you are new here, my name is Ida, and on this channel, I share my love for planners, stationery, organization, and creating a life with intention. If you are already a subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy you are here. Today, I would like to share one of my favorite quarterly planners, which is MäksēLife Quarterly. This planner is dated, and it's actually left over from last year. Last year, I was using a life planner from MäksēLife, and I enjoy using it so much that I wanted to come back and share my experience with you. I will also explain why I switched to the different planners for Q3, not because there's anything wrong with the MäksēLife, but because my planning system was evolved over the time. For this quarter, I still using new MäksēLife booklet, but in a different way. Instead of making it my main planner, I'm using it as my reflection planner, where I review my progress, celebrate my wins, and think about what I would like to improve. The planner begins with the monthly calendar. Personally, I don't use this section at all because all of my monthly planning lives in my Planner Perfect monthly page. One tip I would like to share is that if you use multiple planners, I recommend keeping your monthly calendar in just one place. Birthdays, appointments, vacation, important events are much easier to manage when everything is together. There may be some exception to that. For example, in my health and wellness planner, I record my workouts and wellness goals because that planner serves a completely different purpose. Now, one of my favorite things about this planner is that it's undated. You can start whenever you are ready without worrying about wasting the pages. And if you didn't finish, you can actually tear them apart. They tear apart really easily and save them for another time. Another thing I love is how colorful these pages are. Look how beautifully and colorful these pages are laid out. The pages are already beautifully designed, so I don't feel they need to decorate that much. I usually just add a little bit of them, but honestly, the planner already has so much personality that doesn't really need much else. And I have added a few small stickers. What really makes MäksēLife different is that it's organized around different areas of your life. If you're looking to create a more balance or become more intentional, I think this planner is fantastic. It encourages you to think about every important part of your life instead of focusing on just one or two. When I use this planner, I realized that something about myself. I think everybody's like that. I think there's some area of your life that you are stronger than the other area of your life. So, for example, for me, family and relationship are something I'm very grateful for. The relationship always needs attention, needs time, but don't necessarily need a focus area for me. It doesn't need to create brand new weekly goals every single week for that area. But there are other areas in my life, like my physical environment or my health and wellness, that I currently want to improve in the big way. And therefore, those are the area that I have to put a lot more attention into it. So over the time, I naturally adopted the planners to fit my own priorities. And therefore, using a Planner Perfect gives you that flexibility to do that. I use the personal section a little differently than anybody else might be, or some people would do. To me, personal area and health and wellness were originally very similar and they serve the same purpose. So I actually changed it to keep track of like my doctor appointment, dental work, for example, this month Invisalign, and personal wellness goals. Right now, improving my small is one of the biggest goals. So this is where I document those appointments and milestones. Health and wellness is probably the easiest category to understand. This is where I track my workout, healthy eating, hydration, weight loss. I made good progress this year, and I would like to make even more progress towards the next quarter, and I'm looking very much forward to that. Fun and reaction was the area that I found really hard at the beginning. When I started using MäksēLife, I didn't know what to put in fun and recreation. At first, I keep asking myself what counts as fun. Over the time, I realized that fun doesn't have to be something ordinary. For me, it includes spending quality time with my family, enjoying a facial, scheduling a foot massage, and working on my YouTube channel. Believe it or not, YouTube is one of my favorite hobbies. I know some people think of creating videos as work, but for me, it's something I truly enjoy. Next section is work and learning. This section fits me very naturally because I do work full time and I have a professional development goals, and it's always important to me to grow in that area. But right now, I'm planning to take the MIT course. I mentioned that before, and I'm also enjoying reading the books that help me grow personally and professionally, especially around AI. I usually listen to the Audible books each month, so my goal is for Q3 to finish 3 books and start the 4th. I'm also studying Spanish every day, so that also belongs to this section of work. Next section is family and relationship. Even though this is already one of my strongest area, I still believe relationships deserve intentional attention. No relationship should ever be taken by granted. I've been talking to my stepdaughter. I have a stepdaughter and a stepson, and I have a wonderful relationship with both of them. It definitely takes both sides to develop this relationship. I'm very, very, very lucky for having such a wonderful stepdaughter and a stepson, and for them to accepting me as a member of the family so easily. I'm very, very grateful for that. Every month is another opportunity to strengthen your relationship that matters the most. I'm very close to my husband. I'm close to my mom. I'm close to my sister, my niece. And my niece will be home from college soon during July. So one of my goals is simply to spend quality time with her before she moves into the new apartment and in a new place. Sometimes our biggest goal is an accomplishment. There are moments with the people we love. Now, for the spirituality and personal growth, this area is also another area that I would like to improve. Last week, I wasn't very consistent with my daily words reading, not as consistent as I wanted to be. I'm also adding a gratitude section to my planner because I like to end each day by reflecting on what went well. Personal growth is something I'll probably always be working on, and I'm okay with that. Let's talk about the financial goals for Q3. My financial goals are actually very simple. It's summertime, so I want to stay on budget, continue saving intentionally, and pay for my dental work without carrying a balance on my credit card. Sometimes financial success isn't about spending less, it's about spending intentionally. Another focus area in this quarter is my home and physical environment. I would like to paint the front entrance and the kitchen and continue keeping the house organized. A clean, peaceful home makes such a difference in how I feel every day. Now, weekly action, we get to my favorite part of the planner. Every week, I review my wins, what worked well, what didn't work well, what lesson I learned, and what I would like to adjust for the following week. This reflection process is incredibly valuable because it keeps me moving forward instead of simply checking boxes. I also color code each category using the same color throughout the planner, and visually that makes me very happy. One suggestion I have is to make sure your weekly action items are different from your monthly goals. Your monthly goals give you direction, but weekly action help you take practical steps towards those goals. Does this make sense? I don't know if you guys find yourself repeating the same thing in both areas. If you do, let me know. But for me, it's kind of simply two different things. At the end of each month, there is a monthly reflection page. This is another feature I absolutely love. It's a chance to celebrate progress, identify area to improve, and reset before beginning a new month. This reflection page are probably one of my favorite feature in the entire planner. Now, let's talk about why last year I didn't stay with MäksēLife I switched MäksēLife to Planner Perfect. The answer is actually very simple. As my planner system evolved, I realized I wasn't giving equal attention to every life category every week. I find that a little bit repetitive. I naturally focus on only just one or two or three area that I found more important. For me, it becomes more practical to separate my planners. Planner Perfect become my daily planning system, while MäksēLife become my reflecting planner. So I didn't stop really using MäksēLife. I simply found a new purpose for it. Now for Q3, I also purchased a quarterly or Q3 Erin Condren planner, mainly because I absolutely love the Erin Condren health and wellness planners. And I hoped if I can replace the very expensive Planner Perfect Quarterly booklet. There are several things I really like about it. It's number one is size. It's really easy to carry it around. And I also love the layout. The layout is so clean and so nicely done. However, after I received it, I realized it wasn't the right fit for right now for me because Planner Perfect includes 4 beautiful goal pages that I absolutely love. And I actually live in these 4 pages. So this one doesn't have the goal pages or the dashboard basically. And it also doesn't have the weekly planner. It does have the monthly, which is the one that I don't normally use. Also, the other thing that didn't work for me is that Saturday and Sunday don't have their own pages. Since I work full time, my weekends are often my biggest days. So having a dedicated space for Saturday and Sunday is so essential to me. Erin Condren Planner combines these days differently, and I found that I simply needed more room for it. So while I really like Erin Condren Planner Perfect, Erin Condren Planner Perfect continues to work best for my daily planning style. Overall, I still think MäksēLife creates one of the best quarterly planner available in the market. The paper quality is absolutely outstanding and by far my very best papers. The layout are very beautiful. It's very colorful. It's especially helpful if you are looking for bringing more balance into every area of your life. If you are new to quarterly planning, I would definitely recommend starting with one of their dated quarterly booklets. They're affordable, they're flexible, they're wonderful ways to see whenever it's planning is going to work for you or not. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you enjoy seeing how I use my MäksēLife Quarterly Planner and why my planning system was evolved over the time. Next week, I'll be sharing my full July Planner Perfect setup. So if you would like to plan along with me, I hope you come back. If you enjoyed today's video, I really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.